Get more value for your money when you activate your Digicel Prime bundle. More choices for what you want at low prices. More talk time on the most reliable network. More any-use data for whatever you're into searching and sharing. And dedicated data for more new apps to stream your music, shows, and live sports. Activate a Digicel Prime bundle of your choice in the My Digicel app today and save more. Digicel, better connected.
Nice to be in orbit. Nice to be in orbit. Nice to be in orbit.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to SipNchat with your host, Azem, and of course, Jade, Gwenny Gwenadita, CPL Matthew Stewart, St. Kitts Beyonce Johnson, right here on the Sugar Factory, and we are happy to be here, right? We happy to be here?
Indeed, we are.
Okay. Yeah. Just making sure. So, Jade, how are you doing? Okay, well, let me hail up the the sippers before we even get into our now with Jade.
I'm just sleepy.
Oh, just sleepy?
Yeah,
that is enough.
Yeah.
The matter of fact, I try to remember how it feels to not be tired.
Bye. It's been a while. Honestly. Can't say the last time I had a full 8 hours of sleep. Can't say the last time I woke up refreshed. Hopefully this weekend. But,
8 hours of sleep, wow. I mean, the truth is, I have been saying I need a good day to do nothing. I haven't been able to get it yet. But, perhaps
Sunday.
Perhaps Sunday.
Yeah.
Next year. Definitely not Sunday, Jade. Sunday is Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be showing appreciation to the mummies.
Yeah, I forget that's happening.
Yeah, we're going to show appreciation to the mummies. So, not Sunday for sure. Oh, yeah, definitely. Big up the mummies one time. And, yeah, we'll probably give them a special shout out before the end of the show.
Yes.
But, how were you doing yesterday?
It went okay, Quick trip to Nevis, then home to work.
A quick trip to Nevis. Saw any porches?
No, I didn't see any porches. Did you?
No, unfortunately.
There's a porch free there.
I like being on the porch. Jade, trust me, I like being on the porch. You don't like being on the porch, Jade?
Yeah, man, it's quite cool outside.
The banisters, the views, But yeah, it's always fun to be on the porch.
Sure it is, friend. Sure it is.
Yeah, indeed. But yesterday, what I did? I went to the doctor, and I'm saying this because there are a lot of men out there who
No, I don't do that.
don't like going to
The
the
doctor
doctor.
thing in for you.
And it's not that I like going to the doctor, but I try to at least do the annual checkup.
Yeah, all your limbs could be literally hanging off and now you want the doctor.
Oh yeah. But I went to the doctor, checked that out. I finally went back to the gym. It's like what, been 2 months.
I know the muscles.
Yeah, but no, what happened is my arm been giving me some problems. Then I got on bum arm. Like this arm just I was wondering like I'll be wondering why if it even makes sense to keep it. Like
Well, what I say, if your right arm offend you,
chop it off. But it's the left one, so
me no bother one then.
yeah, exactly. So that's why you're kind of keeping it around because the right arm apparently is the one that you can't play the right.
Oh, but the left.
Well, I don't know what the verdict is on the left. The jury out on that still.
You're like, but the right, you gotta cut it off.
The jury out on that still. So yeah, so I went. It felt good, kind of being back.
Yeah, I've been saying I need to get back to the gym. So
Yeah.
by timing.
Jade, you got to just make time.
True.
You just got to make the time, like.
That's true. I could just buy a weight rack. They're not expensive. Well, they're not expensive on Amazon.
No, but the thing for me is, it's easier for me to be disciplined if going there is something I have to do.
That is true.
Yeah, once I decide I'm gonna be doing, like I supposed to be doing exercise at home every day, like even for my arm and so, like I supposed to be doing like physio, like the.
How's that been going?
Oh, no, go anyway. the vehicle in park. That he can't even in the ignition. Ain't going nowhere, Jade.
It happened. So what time you went gym yesterday?
Around 2 o'clock.
Not a bad time, you know.
Around 2 o'clock. I saw a mutual friend of ours that just leaving the gym actually. When I got there, she was just leaving.
See, the thing for me with you is that you just go gym any old time.
Because I just try to see when it depends on the days.
See?
It depends on the days. Like I can't. Yeah, it depends on the days.
Yeah.
And then it's to a point now where, honestly, I like going to the gym on the weekends. Like the Saturday, Sunday vibe is a vibe for me. Like if me working, what else I got to do?
True. Can't say the same for you. My face always in front of the computer.
My face always in front of something, but you still have to make time, Jade. You still have to make time. You see something in this guy now?
Must be.
But yeah, so it's important. You got to make time to be active.
Yeah.
And if you can't do, I think what it is too. I think people think they have to go and do like this 3 hours, like first, and they could barely walk coming out. No, just stay active. Just stay active. Kind of be mindful about what you eat, and you'll be alright, man.
Yeah, I agree.
And listen to your body.
Listen to your body.
If your body telling you something ain't right, please go get checked.
Right now, my body telling me I need some sleep.
Listen to your body, Jade. Listen to your body. The crash don't be good, yeah.
No.
But
I feel it coming, so I'm going to try to go to sleep at a reasonable time today.
so what I mean, like 2 a.m.
That was last night.
Well, it better
Well,
than
actually,
3 a.m.
no, it was closer to 3 last night. It was closer to 3.
We're trying to get you under one, Jade. Like under one.
Yeah,
Like under one.
I agree. I think that's reasonable enough.
Yeah.
Maybe like 11.
11 is good.
Yeah, I think 11.
You don't do the daytime.
Naps?
Mhm.
It depends. Like yesterday, I had a quick nap yesterday. It wasn't a lot. It was more like an hour and a half. But it was it was something.
I'll try to see. Okay, this is the problem for me though. So I'm able to. It's hard for me to get to the gym if I take me in the dinner because all the other things I have to do. So if I take my nap after work, then that's it. Bye. Like
Because the nap eating up the hours that you would. No, I understand.
yeah, because from time let me like 4 o'clock hit. I got things to do,
Yeah.
and a lot
We're
of
such
times.
adults. Oh my gosh.
And but part of it too is, I think we go on more on less traditional schedules. So like okay, like
Yeah.
today I walk in at 6 p.m.
Oh, yeah. I should probably working at 6 p.m. too.
Right. So, with stuff like that, and then it can be more difficult for me because it can be more difficult for. No idea what gonna happen there. It can be more difficult for me because I'm trying to do other things and find other sources of income.
Yeah, man. And
We were considering selling body parts, but
I mean, I don't think we got space, you know. We got some space, so you know, it might not be a bad idea.
yeah, that's how that go.
I got like a kidney that could.
Nickel spear?
Yeah. And the thing is, the Prime Minister was talking about bringing that service to St. Kitts yesterday.
What, transplants?
Yeah, he was saying that, you know, dialysis is just one way to help, but he wants to bring that. I can't remember the exact term, the name for the exact transplant, but he was saying, yeah, we could bring that to St. Kitts. So,
okay.
you know, we got 2 little kidneys that we could spare.
Okay, well, hey, if that could help us out, then we see how that go.
A kidney amongst friends.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of it yesterday.
I did.
I watched, ironically, you know, I turned on just as he started talking about the housing situation. You feel great about it? Okay. But anyway, Jade, why we having a lovely agenda? Let's go down the road there.
yeah. I'll leave the Prime Minister alone today. So it says, well, funny enough, yesterday when I came back from Nevis, I saw Dr. Neil.
Oh, yeah.
And he was telling me that they have so many things that has happened since the last time we spoke. And so, you know, he will be joining us sometime next week.
Lovely.
But one of the things that they had happened recently was that they chose a new executive director. Well, executive directors for the St. Kitts Nevis Robotics Association.
Okay.
Yes. So the St. Kitts Nevis Robotics Association and propel the mission of robotics education in the Federation. During a recent voting process, the new leadership team was chosen. The assistant director is Ms. Mia Alexander, program director Mr. Hitan Samtani, volunteer director Mr. Anthony Jetlel, Ms. Chesley Wilson, volunteer coordinator Ms. Duana Bradley, executive assistant, and Ms. Jane Bristol is the financial director. Serving as executive director is Mr. Brandon Powell, a recent graduate of Monroe College with a degree in information technology. I need to know what you just know.
It's there. We are sipping and chatting.
Thought that's a little patch just now. He graduated with a degree in information technology, summa cum laude. The newly elected executive is now preparing for the 7th edition of the first Global Challenge in Singapore, October 7th to the 10th. A team from St. Kitts and Nevis is expected to join approximately 190 countries for the Olympic-style competition. The 2023 competition will focus on revolutionizing renewable energy. During the previous hosting of the 2022 first Global Robotics Competition in Geneva, Switzerland, St. Kitts and Nevis celebrated outstanding representation by its robotics team. Despite not advancing to the playoffs, the team celebrated its win over the technology powerhouse Estonia and Korea, and also Ecuador, Colombia, and Guinea. Additionally, St. Kitts and Nevis celebrated another achievement when Powell, the newly elected executive director of the St. Kitts Nevis Robotics Association, was accepted as a judge at the 2022 first Global Robotics event. The SKN Robotics Association expressed gratitude to its outgoing directors and welcomed its new leadership.
Okay. Well, yeah, Jade, so, I mean, congratulations to the new executive.
Definitely.
I'm kind of looking forward to see what the mandate is. I think we have been very proud of what the Robotics Association has been doing, especially with the competitions. I think people are now looking forward to see what it means having a robotics association in terms of like what are they doing outside of the competition.
Yeah.
And I know they have plans to do a lot in that space, so that's what I'm really interested in. A lot of talk now about AI.
Oh, yes.
A lot of talk now about AI, so I think there might be some of the leading voices as it relates to that locally.
Definitely, yeah.
And
the ministries need to pay attention. The ministry, we have a Ministry of Technology, right? What is it called? We don't have a ministry that deals with technology?
I guess, but
Yeah, I'm sure we do. I'm pretty sure I remember having one.
yeah, it was ICT, right?
Yes.
But I don't know how it's structured now, if it's still ICT or... I remember ICT was under what was then the entrepreneurship
Yeah. I think
creative economy. Well, it wasn't creative economy then, but what is now creative economy? So
I think it falls under there though. I want to believe it falls under there.
Okay.
So I
Because
think
I always feel like it should fall with communication.
well, whoever it falls under, make sure y'all speak to the robotics team, get up to date with all the new technologies and stuff that are currently running the world. It doesn't make sense for us to always be left behind and then scrabbling to catch up when other countries literally are implementing the new technologies. And they have voices and they have expertise. They have experts who could, give a little insight into what the new technologies are.
I agree. I think things like this though, it gets pushed from the grassroots people. Like I don't think the shift to technology and okay, for instance, in the US, right? When you say other countries and stuff like that, what I find is in places like the US, because they empower the corporations so much, the corporations, because technology is a way to increase profits and increase ingenuity and innovate and push innovation, then the country itself is seen as being highly, but really and truly it's the corporations that are driving it. It's not necessarily the government outside of the military at least. So what they do, they fund research, right, so but it's the corporations that push it. So I think even here, having like the robotics team, having small businesses, having industries and stuff, understanding that there needs to be a constant push for innovation, implementing technology in order for them to remain competitive, and then the government recognizing that and supporting it. So for instance, because we don't have income tax, a lot of the ways that the government could support people, it happens differently than in some of the other countries. Because in other countries that have income tax, then you get like deductions on your tax returns, you get back money in your tax return.
Tax season begin in America, man.
Right, so here though, it would have to be things like perhaps reduction in some of the taxes you pay, or perhaps things like if you are importing equipment that is seen as innovative, and you could make that argument for doing something that is introducing something new into the space, you get duty-free concessions, VAT-free concessions, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Then I think, that's the role the government could really play.
But I just know that there's ways that we could implement and use the Robotics Association especially, because they're the leaders right now when it comes to technology. And in think it's at least, from my standpoint, because what they're doing, a lot of people, they don't even... They don't even understand the space, and the brilliant minds, the brilliant young minds, and that's what we ask for. We ask for brilliant young minds to step up and take the lead on a lot of initiatives. So they are there to do that. We just have to engage with them. Yeah,
Okay.
but as I said, next week we'll speak to the good old Dr. Neil, and yeah, see where we're at.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just waiting for my little robot dog. Let me know we're wasting time. I think I'm a little AI dog.
A little AI dog.
Yeah, I'm a little AI dog. Yeah.
Understandable.
That's what we're waiting on now.
Yeah, understandable. So yesterday, I was informed about a lengthy post that was done either by or on behalf of the Bath United team. I'm not sure if you saw that.
The football team?
Yeah.
No. Well,
So-
give me a synopsis since long.
Yeah, because I can, trust me.
Yeah, we're going to start just summarizing these things. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, there were some discrepancies when it comes to one, the fixture, the way the matches were arranged, because majority of them, well, all of them were in tickets, and they felt like that was an unfair advantage, especially since that they have to pay the boat. Every time they come over for a match, they don't have a sponsor. Yeah, they don't have a sponsor, so this is out of pocket. And they also feel like because of that, they're given less of, well, they don't have a home ground advantage because there's no home ground. So basically, when teams go play at their home ground, they are able to sell.
There's only like 3 teams that play at home grounds.
Well,
Because games are only played Warner Park, well, I don't know who you would say that is the home ground for.
Newtown, Connery, Keyon, St. Paul's,
But they
Warner Park.
don't play all. Okay, so
Is it?
but the matches ain't like, they're not like home and away matches. So you could have a team, you could have 2 teams playing on a ground that's not theirs.
No, they understand that, but they're saying that, they feel like matches could have been.
I could see matches being played in Nevis, yeah.
So they also, the one that really, and it wasn't funny, but when I heard it, I laughed because what an outcome. So let me see. This is what made me laugh. So it says, on Monday, the SKNFA accommodated the meeting with Bath, which Bath asked for before the start of the second round. Bath showed up in an attempt to bring about some much-needed resolution. Our 2 major concerns were to protest the points gifted to Village, who also sent in a letter. I guess they had some issue, and letters were sent, and Village was gifted some points according to what the person said. To protest the unfairness bias of the second round fixture, and that put Bath United at an unfair advantage. Let's talk about total disrespect. No one from the fixture committee decided to show up. I was really hoping to see the chair of the fixture committee, who happened to be the president of a Premier League club, whose club is stated to get 10 home games. After much discussion, the club asked kindly for a timely response to the protest. The very next day, before sunset, the SKNFA responded. 3 points for Village and fined the club $300 to be paid before Friday 12th. See, actually, I'm meeting and I get fined the next day.
But what they get fined for?
I have no idea. Oh, it says Bath United defended for 91 minutes after scoring scoring in the 5 minutes with 6 minutes extra time. Sweat, blood, and tears to secure 3 points in the first round. Second round, they gifted Village 3 points. In conclusion, after assessing all the facts, we believe beyond a reasonable doubt that there is absolutely no place for Bath United in the Premier League under the administration. It also reaffirms that the SKNFA Premier League lives in St. Kitts and seldom visits Nevis by choice and design. They also were saying that the reason that they weren't using Nevis is because they don't have the proper facilities. So some of the first round venue fixtures included Newtown, Keyon, Virtual, Sandy Point, St. Paul's, Warner Park, and Sadlers. There was also a video that I saw, right?
This is St. Paul's in Ellis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Old Road? Okay.
There was also a video that I saw where apparently one of the games that they played was at St. Paul's, and they were literally sitting on the floor. Like, they didn't provide them any accommodations. They just had to eat on the floor.
Like in the dressing room?
Yeah.
Also, there's no bench in the dressing room?
Nothing, just floor.
I don't know, like...
They also said that there was a time where matches were changed without due time.
Notice?
Yeah, and so that affected a lot of things because apparently, you would have to schedule around work and, be able to get over to St. Kitts to play the matches, and so they had a discrepancy with that.
I think this is a tough one because
I think you should read the article for yourself.
Yeah.
The whole in its entirety.
Yeah.
For you to get a gist of what they're feeling.
Because the thing
But it's long. That's why I couldn't.
Yeah, but the thing for me is, one, I would love a situation where Premier games are played in Nevis. That's the first thing, right? The idea of them not having a sponsor, I don't think that's not the FA. They ain't got nothing to do with
No.
the
That wasn't saying it has anything to do with the FA.
But they're just saying they don't have one.
Yeah, they don't have one.
The FA can't.
So traveling to St. Kitts is difficult.
Yeah, but the
because
FA
they're out of
can.
pocket.
That's not the. Yeah, the executive have to figure that out. Like, like that's not on the FA. Like,
It's definitely not.
Yeah, that's not on the FA. So, I mean, you want to have not only just BAT, but you want to have other of the division teams part of the FA. I would love to see that. Of course, they'll have to work their way up, and I think it's commendable that BAT United has been able to move their way up the ranks. They were there despite these struggles and the things that they had to deal with. I think that's commendable in itself. But what I would hope is that, and they probably have these suggestions, right? They probably have these suggestions as to this is what we would like to see. Because without that, then it becomes easier for the FA to kind of skirt around. If you say, look, this is what we want to see. We want to see a situation where there's at least 3 or 4 home games. That would mean that we need between the SKNFA, the St. Kitts Sports Department, the Nevis Island Sports Department or whatever, that there is a ground that is adequately outfitted to accommodate these games. Then we need to start working on that and whatever. Now, bear in mind, a lot of these things might not be able to happen this season.
Yeah.
But I think what I would hope that what the team is looking for is just some clear path forward to address some of these concerns, right?
Yeah.
I think part of it is that the FA probably just has a lot on its plate, so they're probably trying to prioritize in different areas. So there might be some disjointedness as to what really the FA should be focusing on, where they should deploy their resources at this time. I know, but this is for me one of the big things that the FA wanted to do was to take the football back into the communities. I think they've done that. I think that has been a big thing for not only the teams, not only the supporters, but also I think for the communities, right? I think when I hear people who don't strike me as football fans. They don't even know what our goal is, but they're telling me they're going all road to thing. Like, that's big for all road. Because when you're done the game, you're going on the road, you're going to buy a shop, you're going on the road, you're going to buy some fish, you're going on the road, you're going to buy some chicken and chips.
That one?
Yeah, right. So that's what I'm saying. So it's good for the communities, bring activity to the communities, that kind of thing. So I would love to see Nevis be able to get some of that too, but I don't think it's something that they could just decide, okay, well, we can just change these 2 matches to play in Nevis.
Yeah.
And I think the logistics actually might be a bit more difficult. Arranging for St. Kitts teams to go over as opposed to...
It would definitely be about 3 teams that would have to get over. Because I think it's 2 matches per... Two games per date. So 2 teams play each other. Not 4 teams play each other per date.
So it would have to be, so if that's what they do in Nevis, which they don't have to do that.
No.
But if that's what they wanted to do, to keep that up, then it would be 3 teams that would have to go to
that's what I'm
Nevis.
saying.
Right? But other than, not only that, all about them is Nevis based, which I always find very interesting.
Yeah, what are we on about?
Because we're in a sailor people.
Oh,
We're in a sailor people.
Nevis is the water people.
No, but part of that is that traditionally, divisions would have to come to St. Kitts. There's, you know how much people big got grandchildren never go Nevis?
That does surprise the hell out of me.
Not me, because you got people never got to the Majors Bay. Like big people, end up like people tell me they never see where the... I told you already, I had a friend of mine we driving one day, and she told me she never passed the road to go by Turtle Beach. So I said, like, yeah, never the sea bridge. She said, that always over there, the sea bridge be.
Remember that's there.
Yeah, big woman.
That's crazy, I'm not gonna lie.
No, but you're saying that, but there might be places that where you ain't saying is that you're just never gone.
Possibly, you know?
Not possibly, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Big place where people live. You know where Houston is?
Oh,
Exactly.
I feel like you just knock up that.
No, that's a real place. Part of the problem too is like people don't know where like, and some of these places where you go, it's kind of like you just pass through, so you don't know anything about the village. Like, had it not been for Black Rocks, a lot of people just pass through Bellevue.
Yeah?
Had it not been for Black Rocks.
Yeah. Well, somebody's saying here, but Bath is also a community, so games can be played over there. And there are facilities for the games to be played. The FA is really disrespecting the team. They are not even supporting Bath with boat fees, etc.
Yeah, but no, Travel got to be on the team. Travel can't be on the FA. You got to go find your sponsor.
Yeah.
You got to go find your sponsor. Like the FA is a facility. If the FA choose to do that, then cool. But I don't think it should be looked at as an obligation for the FA. And like I said, I believe that games should be played in Nevis. I believe games should be played. I think it'd be good for the FA. I think it'd be good for the team.
The community, everybody.
Yeah, I think it'd be a really good thing. I'm hoping to. I feel like games have been played in Nevis before. Yeah.
I feel so too. I feel like this ain't a new thing.
Yeah, games have been played in Nevis, FA games.
Yeah. But guys, let's take a quick break and come right back.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break and be right back right after this. So stick and stay, don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.
Get more value for your money when you activate your Digicel Prime bundle. More choices for what you want at low prices. More talk time on the most reliable network. More any-use data for whatever you're into searching and sharing. And dedicated data for more new apps to stream your music, shows, and live sports. Activate a Digicel Prime bundle of your choice in the My Digicel app today and save more. Digicel, better connected.
welcome back to SipNchat with Azem and Jade.
Indeed.
And yeah, Jade. I want to Nevis go at some games, but
Me too. I like Nevis. I love Nevis.
Yeah, we know.
What you mean? What is going on with you?
What? We know you love Nevis. But yes, Jade. What else do we have on the love your agenda? Let me guess something about Nevis.
Actually, let me see. No, actually, we're going to Antigua now.
Oh, what happened in Antigua?
A lot. A lot. What was I dreaming, or did we speak briefly about this on the show? Or was this after the show?
You mean the thing with Angela Bassett?
Yeah.
We spoke about it on the show.
Okay. Well,
There's been a development. What Uncle Gaston said.
you know them.
I know. All when we're talking about this, right? I said, let me hear what Uncle Gaston got to say about this.
Boy, well, Antigua's Prime Minister criticizes the Ministry of Tourism's handling of Angela Bassett's appointment as tourism ambassador.
Thank God, because I was hoping he went after Angela.
For what? She didn't.
But this is Gaston we're talking about.
That is true. That is true. Prime Minister Gaston Brown of Antigua and Barbuda has expressed dissatisfaction with the Ministry of Tourism's handling of the appointment of Hollywood actress Angela Bassett as a tourism ambassador designate. Brown accused the tourism authorities of acting prematurely and without proper planning, leading to controversy over the use of Bassett's name, images, and personal information. Lawyers representing Bassett sent a letter to the Ministry of Tourism demanding that they immediately stop using her name and image in connection with their marketing or promotional efforts until a formal arrangement is made. The letter also expressed concerns over the absence of a formal agreement, including details of Bassett's duties, responsibilities, time frame, and approvals. The Department of Tourism has been given until May 15 to acknowledge the receipt of the letter and remove all of uses of Bassett's name and image.
Some people just too hype.
Yeah.
Some people just happier.
Too happy.
Some people just too happy you jump the gun.
Embarrassing because you know, I was reading the comments yesterday because somebody from Antigua shared it on the Twitter page, and I was reading the quote reply. Oh, the Caribbean laughing. The Caribbean is laughing.
I thought Antigua's gonna be the next Wakanda, but but no.
Nope.
No, no. Still, what Antigua? What Dudley?
What Dudley?
Not Wakanda. What Dudley?
Dear Lord.
But it wasn't a good look.
No, it was not a good look.
It wasn't a good look.
Because everybody was literally like, yes. And the thing is, some people are questioning, like, why is she going to be, designated and all of these things, and what does it mean and all of these things? Because they didn't, just like Angela, the rest of Antigua didn't know what they're supposed to look like. So.
But that's fine. Like, that's fine to me. Okay, I'll tell you, this is it for me, right? I don't have a problem if a country aligns itself or has the influence of somebody.
Of course not.
To think. One of the things that does upset me is how a lot of these countries we place these so-called influencers on these pedestals. Like, you don't know nothing about these people. You don't know anything that they stand for. You're just watching the fact that they have like X amount of followers. Like half the time, half them followers there is just bots. Like, and then we pay them these lot of money. But then similar opportunities are given to people who are, like I said, passionate and familiar and live in a way that fully represents what it is to mean, whatever it is the country represents.
Yeah.
Right? So that'll be my issue. But you got big movie stars who, for instance, might, and this is the thing too, don't go and just identify somebody because you think, oh, you got a link. Like, there are people who genuinely have a love for the place or just like an affinity for a place. Just like we have persons who come here to visit and just like the place.
Yeah.
Including movie stars, musical stars, sports athletes, all these things.
Yeah.
I saw what was what I thought was a pretty cool campaign done in St. Thomas, right? So it had been umpteen years since Marshall had been in St. Thomas to perform, right? And he was there this past year. But it seemed as though, whether it was his own doing or whether it was an arrangement between the tourism department and him and his team, Marshall was in St. Thomas the whole carnival. Marshall in the parade, Marshall on the beach. He coming round to Marshall in everything. Marshall hanging out with
a grand time.
Yeah, he went to the Calypso show, went to all these places. Like, so he was there for the carnival, and that served as a marketing tool for the festival itself, and of course for the destination as a whole. Now, the reason why I started out the way I started out by saying I don't know bam bam bam, that signals to me that it at least looked organic. It looked organic.
It didn't look like
it was forced. So whatever, I don't know if there was an arrangement or not. But the point about it was that he seemed like he was having a good time.
Yeah.
People associate him with carnival, with festival. I mean, you know, he just started his own carnival in Hollywood, you know.
Ooh.
Right? So there is, but the way it was done, it felt natural, it felt organic.
It didn't feel like he was paid to be there to just promote carnival.
Yeah, and again, even if he was, then it achieved what I think they would have liked to achieve.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think I saw also that there was another lady that was with Angela. I can't remember the name of her, the name of the lady, but she actually was assigned to be a designate as well, and there was no issues with her. So I just feel like probably what happened is that they had an initial conversation. She probably signed on to do it, but there was no agreement signed. There was nothing sent to her to say, okay, well, this is what you have to do. Bam, bam, bam. And
it sounds like when people giving you titles before they really settle up with you about your role and what is.
Yeah.
That's not familiar, man. Anyway. But yeah, so.
You've been very shady today.
No,
What's going on with you?
Shady. You just say something familiar, it happens. I just know that it happens. So.
It happens.
Next thing you hear your name up on the place, say you is this and that.
Lord. Bye.
What happened?
Bye.
What happened?
Bye.
What are you talking about?
Bye. You something else, you know?
What are you talking about, Jade?
No.
That ever happened to you?
No. Not at all.
No, but them things that happen, Jade.
I know.
It happened.
We know.
It happened.
We know from experience that it happened, my friend.
Experience? Observation, Jade.
Not experience.
I've observed these phenomena happening in Antigua. I don't know.
Think it's, you know. yeah. So you go.
But, yeah, it really, and the thing about it is that in an attempt to market the country in a positive way, they get the attention.
Well, they get the attention fully.
I don't know if this was the plan.
Yeah, I don't think this is the attention they wanted. They get it now, but, you know. Hey, what did I say? All press is good press.
Nope.
No?
People need to stop telling that lie. People need to stop telling that lie.
All press is good press.
Let me tell you something, right? You got a lot of things that people just be running around saying that just ain't making no sense, yeah.
Easily.
And it just be like, I hear what I say.
They hear it, but, you know.
Like, has anyone thought this too? Some things just sound better than they actually are. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, definitely. More Caribbean news.
Okay.
So, the U.S. announces measures to deter Caribbean migrants from illegal entry.
Okay. Well, what they do? This is no joke allowed in the U.S., me understand.
Go home. Go home, Azem.
I was asked. What did you say? No more carnival? No more carnival allowed on U.S. soil?
I don't think that was that one.
Because right there,
No, right there, half the Caribbean people even.
Caribbean people ain't just not going. Caribbean people jump in a plane and coming back home.
They're coming home. I don't know. No, that's not it. The United States Department of State and Department of Homeland Security
decided that Caribbean people can no longer shop at Ross. Oh. Because that would do it too, eh? that would do it.
No, friend. They have announced additional sweeping measures to deter Caribbean and other migrants from illegally entering the country. The announcement came a day before Thursday's end of the COVID-19 public health emergency and lifting of the pandemic era Title 42 public health order, which allowed the government to halt the entry of people and imports to prevent the introduction of a communicable disease from outside the borders of the continental U.S. The State Department said that when the Title 42 order lifted by midnight Thursday, the United States would be strengthening its enforcement of long-standing Title 8 immigration authorities to expeditiously process and remove individuals who arrive at the U.S. border unlawfully and do not have a legal basis to remain. Individuals who cross into the United States at the southwest border without authorization or without having used a lawful pathway and without having scheduled a time to arrive at a port of entry will be presumed ineligible for asylum, absent an applicable exception, the State Department warned. If removed, they will be barred from re-entry for at least 5 years and subject to potential criminal prosecution for repeated attempts to enter unlawfully. The U.S. said Haitians, Cubans...
there we go. I was waiting to see if at any point they'll just admit that they're really talking about Haitians and Cubans.
And Venezuelans, don't forget them. Amongst migrants flooding the country's southern border in an attempt to enter the country.
Just waiting to see if they're gonna beat it. Got this thing about Caribbean. Y'all talking about the Haitians and the Cubans.
Yeah, and the Venezuelans, don't forget them.
They just said that they had to try to us off.
For sure? Many who have managed to cross the border have sought asylum as part of the comprehensive multi-agency, multi-country plan to prepare for the return or processing of Caribbean and other migrants under Title 8. The Biden administration said additional sweeping measures will include opening the first regional processing center to direct individuals to lawful pathways, deploying first group of additional troops to support border patrol, surging additional resources to manage increased encounters, issuing new rules to encourage migrants to use lawful pathways, and ramping up efforts to counter misinformation. The State Department said it plans to eventually open the 100 regional processing centers at key locations in the Western Hemisphere. And in the coming days, will launch an online platform for individuals to make appointments to arrive at a center near them.
Where are these centers going to be?
Across 100 regional key locations in the Western Hemisphere.
I mean, that's going to be interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because these processing centers don't sound like embassies.
And if they're anything like the visa process, we have faith in that either.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. I think the visa process has gotten a lot
better.
Yeah, because I mean, no, for a lot of people, unless you either renewing your visa after a long time or you are, first-time applicant, like you could renew your visa online and,
So they stop this thing where if they vex, you can't get a visa? Like if they feel away, like if they just have a bad mood?
I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Like, other people have these lot of jokes about why some people might not get the visa and things like that, but the truth is, the only issue you have is, before you even jump on the plane to go Barbados, they doesn't know whether or not you're getting your visa.
So don't let me come.
You could just tell me straight up.
Email. No.
Just say no. That's the only issue you used to have.
Yeah, because you're making people spend all this money for them to fly all the way down there. Have to get accommodations, taxi, all kind of things.
It's an expensive endeavor.
Yeah, and then for you to tell them no, and you could tell them no while they're in the country?
Mm-hmm. No, if you go to your interview and then there's a red flag that pop off, like you ain't know the information that you have on your farm and things like that, okay, cool. And so the interviewer might decide by too much of a risk.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, that's different. But they doesn't know they ain't giving you the visa before you go.
I think so too. Not to go back, but I just realized there were some comments about the the Antigua situation on Facebook, and they said Brown is the one who made the announcement that his cabinet was approved, that his cabinet had approved it, and now he's blaming the others, and he's the one who made it known first.
No, but I would assume that I don't assume that he would have been the one who would have been in the meetings with Angela's team.
No.
So he would have been announcing what was told to him from the tourism department.
Yeah.
So that guy, he looks stupid too.
Yeah, boy. Embarrassing our Prime Minister.
And which is why I think he is
upset.
Yeah, and because he's saying, y'all ain't only embarrass the country, but more importantly, y'all embarrass me.
By the way, guys, don't forget to like and share and comment. We don't have to wait till the end of the show. Let your friends see what's happening. Bring them over to the sip and chat side. Yeah. But yeah, how dare y'all embarrass the man?
That's how it is. He probably announcing whatever based on whatever he was told. So
Yeah.
somebody was trying to look good and
Ooh, it backfired.
but yeah.
Somebody might lose their work. Man, I'll let you.
Yeah, that's a really embarrassing situation.
Yeah. Somebody might go home forever.
In the private sector work for you, but
Bye.
Coach Swan and your marketing manager.
I mean, you got a good resume. Besides this one.
No, because they're gonna whatever they were working before that job in tourism, that's gonna be the last job. They say, what you did for the last 5 years? I was finding myself.
Yes, I had a
Soul
period
searching.
where I was, trying out new things.
Soul searching.
Yeah. And I realized that my place is here.
It's time for me to get back on the horse.
Yeah, get back to where I know that I am appreciated and loved. I'll get him a good speech. Well, another pandemic has come to the end. Was it a pandemic?
There was another one going on.
Yeah.
Monkeypox.
Well, it wasn't a pandemic. It was a global health emergency.
Yeah, that's what they were
And it's
calling
not
it.
monkeypox, it's mpox.
Oh, yes.
But they changed it. Because I was doing the monkey them bad.
Like everybody know what the M mean. How come we didn't change bird flu to bee flu?
Because we like eat bird.
She want bird.
I thought it's a real song,
Yeah, Grandmasters.
Should have guessed.
Grandmasters got song She Want Bird. See?
What else we going on with our band them?
They're bad.
What else we going on with our bands? Big up Focus one time. Well, yes. Mpox is no longer a global health emergency announced by the World Health Organization.
Yeah.
I know. The World Health Organization announced the end of a 10-month-long global health emergency for Mpox on Thursday, May 11th.
Boy, Mpox, man.
You hear Mpox? This comes nearly a year after the disease, formerly known as monkeypox, started spreading globally with confirmed cases in more than 100 countries. What do you mean formerly? So nobody stopped calling it monkeypox.
Nobody stop calling it monkeypox.
You didn't get a new identity, man. The announcement by the World Health Organization General Director Tedros Adhanom, I could never pronounce his last name. It has way too many letters.
It's a lot of letters, a lot of vowels.
And they didn't even know they're supposed to go together.
Yep.
The organization's emergency committee, which met on Wednesday, the organization had first declared Mpox a public health emergency of international concern in July 1st, 2022, and reiterated its stance in November and February. You know why I feel like this came to an end so fast?
Why? Let me tell you, because I done saying it from the start.
Yeah. It affecting people looks, man.
Exactly.
Friend, close the curtain, yes, also. A little curtain behind you, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Anything that could affect somebody's looks, they have it.
That's what I tell you, that there wasn't going to last, Jade.
They have it, Joe.
That there wasn't going to last. Because people wasn't coming out there. You see how people was coming out house with COVID and so and going work with COVID and all them kind of things?
No monkey outside. People real.
Monkeypox, you get that day, you're locked down. All when you're done rid of it and non-contagious, you're still home.
No, you're home.
It start to affect people's looks. That's it.
Yeah. That's
Nobody.
it. I tell you, if COVID was like monkeypox, that would have been done long time.
We wouldn't have got no problem with COVID.
first month COVID eradicated.
You know, like how we talk about Ebola, like this foreign thing that happening over in some country way far away. That's what we talk about COVID. People jumping on planes with COVID, going work with COVID, going in the restaurant with COVID, serving people food with COVID.
I didn't care.
People didn't care. People having spring break with COVID.
I didn't care.
People didn't care.
After the first initial wave,
COVID just showed me that humans ain't in the way,
bye no. We ain't in the way for you. So you go though. So you go.
Right.
So you go, friend. We ain't in the way. But yeah, congratulations. Monkeypox is no longer.
We had any reports of monkeypox here?
Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. I have yet to see one.
Hey, that's a question.
Sure.
We had a like unofficial close off of the COVID task force. Like we had an official like the task force is no longer thing.
Nah. They disbanded the team. Maybe they're just waiting to see in case.
Yeah, nah, I could tell you what happened.
What?
Election. But yeah, our official end of COVID was election here. Election happened and then the Prime Minister was like, COVID done.
Yeah. Listen, open them borders there.
We want no.
Where they were doing?
We ain't had no big to do, no big ceremony.
No.
COVID done.
Dismantle that team, open the borders, let me go.
They didn't even dismantle the team. The team just walk out there going back. Jade, I
you
don't.
think they get official letters to say, well, thank you for your service?
Jade, I can get. Jade, the man ain't get thing.
Sure.
Ask one of the members right now. We're not gonna say who we're asking, but we're gonna ask one of the members of the COVID task force if there was an official public close off of the.
Which message? Okay, not this one.
The official close off of the COVID task force. Are they looking for another honorarium at the end of the year?
I will want one.
That they turn at the place here.
By the honorarium word by.
That there was a hot word in Esquivel.
Because everybody wanted one. They didn't even know what I wanted for. They just wow. They don't know who qualify. What's the qualification?
Everybody wanted the honorarium.
What? They gave me money, I won.
I ain't gonna say which group of people it was, but the one I couldn't understand was the group of people who was actually working and getting paid during the COVID. They was the ones making the most noise for honorarium. I couldn't understand.
You mean the people over so?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're working here. All them men so can't work. Because the government decided you can't go nowhere. The people who they allow to come out and work decide they must get honorarium. That's a bag.
Because they worked during the pandemic.
So the people who couldn't work, nothing for you. Anyway, the COVID task force gets a Nicholas Savage by Santana. And Nicholas Santana by just disappear. Nobody could find them.
No, they never get a little heads up. Like,
But
all them press conferences is having it.
Jade, but it ain't them. It ain't really them, really. It ain't like a COVID task force thing, yo. We just make up all these things and then we just don't hear nothing. We just fade out. Whoosh. Same thing with the monkey task force.
No, I think they're still around, man.
Yeah, but nobody hear nothing about them.
Yeah, they're kind of working in silence.
Then we got Operation Reassurance, however in there. We're going to have that there.
That one there,
The Justice League. Nobody knows it.
I'm going to see if I can find the commissioner. He's going to come talk to us about that. That's the best person to ask. Either him or the... Well, I know who is the second and third best to ask, But we know who is the assistant deputy commissioner and what is the other one? What are they be?
She's an ACP.
Okay, so what will be?
Deputy.
So yeah. So we know the
deputy
two,
commissioner.
I know the two next in line if I can't find the commissioner. So we're gonna get some updates. You're gonna fit.
I really don't care. We're gonna have an Operation Reassurance.
I do.
And the thing for me is that, remember, I was the one who said that you can't expect to be seeing no big this and big that, but something happening. We don't even know what the operation was going to entail.
We get a trailer.
Somebody said we get a trailer.
That man gonna pay for his crimes,
I don't understand why we have not, as a society, just totally exiled him.
No, that man gonna pay for equine for sure.
I don't know why, as a society, we allow him to just operate. You know, there's just got some people just walking on the road and everybody know them, but nobody really detect them on. Nobody trouble them. They don't trouble nobody.
Yeah. No, he has to pay for his crimes, Azem. He has to. It's ridiculous.
Walking waste man.
Ain't no way supposed to be embarrassed in the country this much.
All the
Year
time.
After year. Year after year? No breaks?
Non-stop. Non-stop. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, we wait for one of the task force members to reply.
Yeah, when you reply, let us know.
Yeah, I shall for sure. I shall for sure.
I should message you CMO, ask her what going on with you.
Bye.
I say, hey, see me.
We got the best looking CMO in the Caribbean, you know?
Hands down.
Hands down, bye.
Hands down.
Every time I see her, I say, wow.
You stop there with that, you know, Jade. I know a man who direct wasn't missing no briefing here.
They all know they know what she say.
Them man ain't even know what COVID. Them man ain't know nothing but mass and thing. Them man just walk out. What?
The CMO going to talk.
The CMO going to talk. Tune in. Yeah.
And I understand.
I know a fella had a picture of the CMO up and he wale. No real talk. This ain't even a joke. Like I know real talk.
Hey, they need to go visit it to see what's going on with you. Yeah?
No, the man like he just was one of them. He just was a clown. Like the man like.
No, that's wild. That's wild. Sir, you okay?
Oh my gosh. I got this other friend, but every time he see me, he should just be like, bye, me see him over, bye. I'm like, boss. You might be into deep. You might be into
That
deep.
is a married woman, okay?
She married?
She married?
No, bye.
Oh, the CMO single?
But me if she's single.
She's separated.
They got the facts. Oh, boy. They got the facts, Jay. They got the facts.
No, y'all lusting after the CMO like this.
The King Club are going crazy right now. I tell you, the same was on a level. Say no. And she was like, I remember one time she was very helpful to me. Like very, very helpful. So from my understanding, she seems like a very wonderful lady.
Hey, remember when she had to go down to school and first time you see so much male parents than the
Bye.
Bye, the hell, yeah.
Yeah.
I went meeting because our children was involved. I went meeting because the CMO was there.
You never see a PTA. You never hear. You never see so much fathers in a PTA meeting yet until the CMO come to the school.
One of the mothers, them stay home.
Oh, you're sick.
They walk out.
Oh, you're sick.
When you say, don't worry, I got you.
Oh, yo, it's a sick bunch of people in this country.
But no, I've been really thinking I need to step up. I really really take more for interest in little Johnny's life, you know what I mean?
Wow.
But Jade,
Wow. Just when I thought I couldn't go to law, boy. I keep proving me wrong.
people live stream the entire address and the CMO from his side watching her. Yeah, really, gang of man to the side, the CMO to the side.
But what wrong with I in this country? What wrong with I for you? Like, no. What wrong with I for you?
No, Jade, what I have to understand, it wasn't just that she is, that she carries herself well and all that, you know, but the position that she was in, you understand? Having somebody with that comforting voice to help usher you and guide you through this pandemic. Yeah. Yes, Jade, come on.
Why they lusted after the pit?
Nobody, you see, you want to talk about lusting, yeah?
No. I wasn't the one talking
People,
about
we talk about admiring,
I was talking about
admiration.
the fathers that went to the PTA meeting. I was talking
Admiration.
about
Admiration, that's all.
But yeah, you think that bad?
Boy.
During the briefings then, when the man had to put on the thing for the CMO to step up, right?
Huh.
Each time the CMO step up, yeah, realize that spike used to go up in the viewership.
But I am sick, boy. I'm not lying. Listen,
Hey, big up the same one time.
pick up the CMO. Doing a wonderful job.
Slars.
You are one of God's favorites.
Right, let me tell you something. Nobody was complaining about she honorary him there.
I sure, yeah.
Nobody was when people start talking about the task force. Nobody was even studying about. No. Miss CMO could get that. People was complaining because remember they had the list of what everybody get here.
Yeah.
Nobody touched the CMO.
Bartolaga
Wilkinson
hell.
get killed, the police them get killed, Abdias get killed, but nobody had a problem with the CMO figure, but
Whatever she gets, she deserves. Are you sick? Are you sick? Me not lie.
we're terrible, you know, we're terrible as a people, man.
Yes,
We're terrible
that's,
as a people.
I've been trying to tell her so. I've been trying to tell her so. As a people are terrible.
Ah, boy. Hey, no, seriously, we should get her on it. We should get her on the show.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree too.
Kingston approve.
Kings has approved. Definitely.
Yo.
Kingston's approved.
CMO. Jade, I'll make it up.
I have a number, Jade.
Call her, Azem.
Okay, I'll reach out to her.
Yes, please.
Call it now.
Kingston's a caller now. Live on here. Say, hey, me say more you live on here, so you can say no.
I am not a part of this.
Oh, boy.
I am not a part of this. Well, Azem, question, right? What's the worst way you think you've been caught cheating?
What?
You know, I
I've never
did
cheated. Black men don't cheat, Jade.
Over there? Oh, okay. Well, you know.
What are you talking about?
I'm just asking.
Black men don't cheat. If I, I mean, you want me to be vulnerable and honest right now?
Please.
No, girl. You crazy?
You almost catch me, boy. You almost catch me. Yeah.
Black men don't cheat, Jade. Worst kitchen men?
Kitisha men don't cheat.
Loyal. To a fault.
Clean like Jesus, criminal record.
But I suspect you're going to tell me about a situation where somebody, the darkness came to light.
Well, the man said so. The man said what happened.
But
You know.
let's hear this. Let's hear this.
So, a husband lands in trouble after wife receives his traffic CCTV pics with lady friend. CCTV.
Come on. That there can't be. No, come on.
No?
No, Jade.
Well, a man in the Indian state of Kerala landed in a difficult situation after his wife was sent his photographs with a lady friend, which was captured through the CCTV camera by the motor vehicle department.
Yeah, that has happened a lot.
The pictures were sent by the department to inform the man regarding the violation of road safety rules. However, the wife was not irked by the violation of the rules that her husband committed, but the pictures which showed that her husband was traveling with another woman.
Giving a job?
The photos were clicked by the safety cameras which are installed on the roads of Kerala. The picture captured on April 25th. The man was riding a scooter without a helmet. Since the man, an Idukki native, had registered the scooter under his wife's name, the details of the traffic rules violations, the fine imposed, as well as the photos were sent to her. The husband was questioned by his wife about the woman, with whom he was riding the scooter. The 32-year-old man who works as an employee at the textile shop claimed that he had no relationship with the woman and had only given her a lift, as reported by the news agency. The issue changed into an argument between the married couple as the...
Of course.
Listen, this don't be me. This don't be me doing this, okay?
No,
I just want y'all to know.
Jade. Okay, let me explain. Let me explain to you what I just do.
Turn on your
Right?
phone.
I just turned on my volume.
I thought it down. Maybe even the way up.
Before I do anything, this show come, I put my phone on silent and turn on the volume.
I thought it was.
Daily.
It was supposed to be down.
Every day.
Can we turn it back up?
Every day.
Hey, me turn it up.
Okay.
Hey, me turn it
You
up.
sound like the man in the car now.
It wasn't me. The man said, I was just getting a drop with me.
But Jade, no. Okay, like all jokes aside, I know, but before I even go down and give my views on this, let me know what happened with the argument.
Okay, so. She refused to believe the explanation that the husband gave. On May 5th, a complaint was filed by the wife at the Karamana police station in which she accused the husband of manhandling her as well as
Of
their
course.
3-year-old child.
Of course.
He was taken into custody based
Of
on her
course.
statement.
Of course.
An arrest was recorded.
Of course.
And the charge was voluntarily causing hurt, wrongful restraint, and obscene acts of the Juvenile Justice Act. Assault or neglect of a child, said police officer. The police produced the man before the court, which later remanded
The
him
man which court?
in judicial custody. There has been an intense political row over the installation of CCTV cameras on the road as the state as part of the road safety projects. Serious corruption charges have been leveled by the opposition Congress against the LDF government over the contracts which are related to installation of the CCTV cameras. Yeah, the man got jail.
He,
He got remanded.
a woman's gone by. Let me tell you something, right? The same passion that you love about some of these women, it's going to be the same passion that undo you.
We lovable creatures.
I gotta play games. I gotta play games with some of these.
We are lovable creatures.
I could understand if she had questions about who the woman is and whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But without anything else.
Maybe the questions, sometimes when you believe your spouse and, y'all get into an argument and things get heated, maybe he grab and just give a good shake and, why you ain't believe me?
Jade,
No? Okay.
even if that were the case, there was no reason for you to get to that stage in the first place. That ain't nothing for you to go get an argument with your husband over.
You gonna tell the woman what to argue with your husband over?
Yes, because now she husband in jail.
Yeah, but you gonna come out.
Alright, I gotta stop. Let me tell you something, right? Is yesterday I was talking to y'all about how it does sometimes feel like there's not necessarily fairness in this whole legal system here.
Yeah, be alright.
I
Small bail, go back up to the happy family.
first thing that happened to me, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is, right, you ain't gonna forget even calling police, like sending me, like having me end up in prison and facing charges because you report me or whatever. My wife here. You even call police on me for something that we could have handled internally.
Who said you could handle it internally?
I'm saying me, I'm talking about me.
Oh, you.
I say.
But you're talking about you.
Yeah, I'm talking about me.
You were talking about...
It's me I'm talking about. I'm talking about me. Me ain't playing them games here. You call police on me, well, that signal to me the end of this thing. That signal the end of it. Me ain't talking about if I know within myself that I either endangered you or made you feel unsafe or anything like that. I'm not talking about that. We're talking about situations where we could have handled it. There was no intention or indication that I would become violent or physical. And you call police on me to prove a point. Well, that is the same as you telling me we done, yeah? That's the same as you just tell me we done.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, we done.
Relationship break up forever.
And not only that, it goes the other way around too, If you do something to me that makes me feel as though
I need to call police.
I need to call the police, we done.
Yeah.
I've had this conversation with friends of mine, right? And I tell them, I say, look, a situation where based on what was happening between a friend of mine and his whatever the nature of the relationship was, the woman in his life, right?
Yeah.
He was asking me for some advice on what he should do. When he told me the story, I said, she was threatening him. She was threatening his property, right? And I said, the fact that you're even having this conversation with me means that you are concerned about the fact that these aren't empty threats.
She mean it.
I said, the first thing you need to do is to call the police. I gave him a police number and everything. Make a report, because if something happened, at least there's been a report you could say, well,
Yeah.
right? I said, the next thing you do is to send her a small message and say, this ain't working out. I wish you all the best with your future endeavors. They just won't include me. And move on.
Wait. Hold on. No, you wait. Somebody cuss me out of life. I don't know.
Okay. I don't know.
Mr. Bagnell, Glenda, I saw lazy bad. Why? What?
You know, but it depends on what you was talking about.
But what was talking about?
You know. He ain't give it the one now, man.
And then somebody else said life of a man ain't easy.
No, it's rough. It's rough.
It's rough for you.
It's rough. Hey, you know which ones that make me laugh? Like the biological women that transition to men and then start to say, yo, it ain't easy over here.
I'm glad you know.
It's not easy over here.
I'm glad you know. Come back over. Why you going out there for? Why you going over there for?
Oh, boy. It'll be like, okay, I'm moving through the world as a man and I'm starting to realize that it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Let me rescind this. Let me try my resignation.
Like up to the other day, a lady was talking to me and we were just discussing like whatever we were discussing, and then she started to like jump down on me about the patriarchy and so, and I was just like, Miss, you really think I had anything to do with any of these things I'm talking about? It might be throughout history. The power that you're talking that men execute might have been held by maybe 0.02% of men in the entire history of the world. Yeah. I ain't had nothing to do with that, and I don't benefit from it. So like,
you miss out on your chance.
As a miss, I think you've vexed with all men for what, like 0.00002% of men may have done.
So you go sometimes. Well, our friend from the task force said the act was repealed.
Also, the act that gave them there. So, no official public nothing.
There was no farewell, no closing.
No thank you for your service.
No closing ceremony.
Lordo, man. You can at least tell them thanks.
At least.
Well, if anybody ain't gonna say it, they're gonna say more thank you.
Yes.
Well, what's the rest of the task force?
There was more?
Well, Sabah.
There's more people?
Alright, terrible though.
Oh boy, but no, she was really a lovely lady.
Yes, she was.
And not, I'm saying it like she is. Sorry.
I just guess why you say talking like she here no more?
Well, we talk about the task force, and the task force apparently is no more.
The CMO is still CMO.
Yeah, she's still the CMO.
Yeah, she's still the CMO.
Yeah. Dr. Wilkinson retired, right?
Yeah, man, the man enjoy his life, enjoying grandparenthood.
Yeah, that's good.
As he should.
That's good.
He deserves it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I want to be able to. Actually, Jade, I planning to just go hard for the next 20 years.
What do you think I'm going to sleep 3 o'clock, Azem? Because I want to.
The next, but not even 20. I just want to go hard for the next 15.
Every time
Check me somewhere around 50, 55, 58. That's supposed to be it, man.
Yeah. Every time I think about why up my work, I don't hear your voice in my head. Just going for 10 years, Jade.
Going for 10 years, so the next 20, you ain't got to hot up your head. I was talking to a doctor yesterday. Well, I went to the doctor. The doctor was telling me that the place in life that he's aiming to get to is when he don't even want to know what day it is.
You know what I mean?
He don't want to know what month. He just need to know is day or night.
Yeah.
Like, he
Goals.
don't need...
Goals.
Is day or night, and what I'm going to do tonight and what I'm going to do today.
Goals.
Just wake up and be like, this is what I'm doing.
I with him.
They only got to worry about if it's June or December. It's day or night. And I was like, I like that.
Yeah, man. He only gonna know it's December time when carnival outside. When he goes outside and he say, oh, a masquerade.
Yeah, and either he can join in or he can just jump on a plane to change the forecast. Just walk out. I like clear streets.
Yeah.
I want a clear street today. Let me go to Bali.
Yeah. Goals. I tell you, goals. So I think me ever call somebody the wrong name during sex? Like she name end with a A?
Right. I have been accused of doing that.
What?
I've been accused of doing that.
So she misheard you?
Obviously.
And then I stop to explain that what you say?
That's not what it is.
Chaff
No.
the
What? No.
No. Okay,
And to her credit,
She a little deaf?
No. What?
May not.
To her credit, she's a little deaf. No, but to her credit, she only brought up the issue the next day. I'm like, oh,
She didn't want to ruin the mood. I appreciate women. Like, you didn't want to ruin the mood. She hear it, she register it. She say, you don't want to talk to him.
No, she didn't hear it because it didn't happen.
She hear what she thought she hear. Okay. And she say, you know what? Tomorrow for that.
No, there's ways around it, but I ain't telling you, I'm not going to tell you the tricks. There's ways to make sure that never happens. I'll tell you off you.
Well, you don't want to give the people a little help? No? Let them suffer.
No, because this is what happened. When you start to employ the tactics, then the women going to think that you're doing it, you're just employing the tactic.
Ah, so
So
yeah, I got you. You can.
Yeah. But
Set up yourself like that.
there's ways around it.
Okay, I got you. Well, ex-gangster white boy Rick arrested for punching. White boy, Rick boy.
You watch the movie?
Of course.
Oh.
See, listen, YouTube, everything.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jade's teacher messaged me, you know, anything with teacher?
Yeah. So you want me to read it? Let's see what's going on here. White boy Rick.
White boy, Rick boy. Wait, you haven't finished? You got to read. You make me laugh between here, so I'm going to read the whole thing.
Oh, ex-gangster white boy Rick arrested for punching woman after he said wrong name during intercourse. So wait, he said the wrong name and still banged the woman?
So what have you?
Rick,
So what have you?
Rick, I can't support this one. Rick, I can't.
Imagine you can't be a wrong name and they go box me. Sir.
But no, what happened is he probably thought, she probably thought it was a mistake, but I think he probably might have just had a lapse. So he might have thought that she was actually whoever it was, and that would have been traumatic, and all he could do was... So he wasn't punching her, he was punching the woman she thought she was. I understand what's going on with Rick now. I understand. And he actually just needs help.
Unhinged.
That makes sense.
Unhinged.
The legendary former Detroit gangster and undercover FBI informant known as White Boy Rick was arrested once again after allegedly attacking his girlfriend, who got angry at him when he said someone else's name while they were having coitus. Oh boy. So his life as a young drug dealer turned informant inspired the film White Boy Rick.
Good film, by the way.
Starring, yeah, that's a really good movie. Starring Matthew McConaughey. Was booked on Wednesday after allegedly hitting his girlfriend in his Miami condo. Wow, let's see what happened. The girlfriend, who was not identified, thank God, alleged that she got into an argument with White Boy Rick on Saturday after he uttered another woman's name, police said. The woman tried to leave the bed, but White Boy Rick allegedly grabbed her hand and snatched the diamond bracelet and necklace he had gifted her, as he should. The girlfriend told police she managed to pull away, but by throwing a shoe at him, but
What?
missed.
What? Wait, pause. Stick up in. That's innocent.
I just love hearing how things just fall apart, you know, Jade.
She escaped. What she said?
She escaped by throwing a shoe at him, but missed.
She escaped what, the grip that she had on him? Or the room? Which one?
No. What she's saying is, he held her,
Uh-huh.
right? So he grabbed her hand
Yeah.
and snatched the diamond bracelet and necklace he had gifted her.
I follow in there. Uh-huh.
Right. Then the police said that she had indicated that she managed to pull away
Which is weird. You lose me. Cause how?
by throwing a shoe at
So
him,
how you?
but missed. She's either the most awkward person in the world
That's me.
or something weird. Jade, I can't be holding you right here.
And
You managed to get a shoe.
but how you
Throw
get
it
the shoe
at
by
me.
holding your hand?
Okay, well she could have pulled and get a shoe, but then and then you miss me.
Yeah. She.
Then the man went over and punched her in the chest.
Wow. Wow. You see? Somebody said that's why they just stick to sweet names.
Who said that?
You know it's witty.
Witty, behave. They know people. Anyway. A witness was not identified nor specified why they were present at the scene corroborated.
Huh?
So apparently there's a witness. There's a witness who corroborated the story, but has not said why they were at the scene. White boy Rick, having fun out there, boy.
So here's what happened. They were having a threesome, right? And he called his girlfriend the other girl name.
I was gonna say
That's what happened. Because you can't come tell me a witness was there. They was just having
somebody there to corroborate the story.
They was just having intercourse,
I saw everything.
So you was in the room.
Yes, Jade.
What
And then the girlfriend, right? Okay. White boy Rick, you was supposed to hit her. You wasn't supposed to hit her. We don't condone that shit. No. But at the same time, she back a shot after the man.
To escape, don't forget
the man was just getting back his belongings, Jade.
No, but he done snatch it off. Let me go. You done snatch it.
You know what else she had?
Don't hold on to me.
Maybe she had a foot chain that you shouldn't get. He only get the necklace and the bracelet.
Do not hold on to me.
What?
Ask me for your things, them. Don't hold on.
Not only that, I can tell you exactly what happened here. White Barrick made the slip. And then girlfriend just got egregious with the things that she was telling him.
It don't matter. Don't hold on to me.
Don't show after nobody.
Don't hold on to me for the show the because I hold on to me though.
Fair enough. But I guess they were in a position where holding on to would have been expected, eh?
Yeah, no. But I think that they kind of put them on the mood. The shenanigans. The shindig.
Oh boy. White Barrick, you done out of jail. This is what upset these people, because this is why you're going back to jail for?
Of all the things. Of all the things, sir.
This is why you're going back to jail for?
You're back to girl in she chest. After you call her wrong name and snatch the jewelry and holding on to her.
What?
You lucky somebody else should show.
The best part of that movie there for me is when the little boy come to the door to tell Rick, you better look for your sister. You got my sister pregnant? You remember that part there?
Yeah, the little boy said, bye, man, what kind of doing here? But you're not going to come deal with this here. The man like, huh? Yeah, my sister pregnant, man, come. Little boy pull up like a gangster to you. Smile.
You Rick?
Press the button. We had to say bye, you gotta be sure bye because.
Oh, bye, good times.
Good times, bye.
Yeah, he was having a good time, but
he was having a good time and he went south.
Yeah, he went south.
That happens.
Yeah, that happened to the best of us.
Yeah, to the best of us. This is just a story for the grandkids, no? Yeah.
Well, such is life.
Such is life indeed. Not mine, but
My life ain't so colorful.
Neither mine, bye. Praise the Lord. So have you been following the story with the guy that was killed by an ex-Marine on the subway?
I am familiar with the story, yes.
Okay. Well, he was placed, he was charged actually.
Yeah, no, there was no way he was going to be able to get away.
Yeah, like, sir, you literally killed somebody.
No, but outside of that, Jade, like, the fact that he was brought in for questioning initially. Okay, wait, let's get some backstory.
Yeah.
So there was this incident that happened on a subway where a guy unfortunately lost his life. The guy was actually a well-known street performer.
Yes.
A guy who claimed to have been trying to subdue the gentleman and put him in a headlock and choked him until he died. Right? The guy, of course, was taken up by the police. He was brought in for questioning. Witnesses were there. There's actual video of the incident, which I will get to a little later.
I did not watch that. I am not traumatizing myself any further. Thank you.
Yeah, but I'm gonna address that as well. And they let go the fellow. And
So you lied to him?
the guy was a Marine veteran, right? And yeah, he just walked. That sparked some social media outrage.
As it should.
People started asking what is the status with this. He should be arrested. People were not happy about that.
You know what part of this really irks me?
Let me hear this.
The part where people try justifying this by saying, well, he had a criminal record, and well, he did this before, and well, how the Marine gonna know that?
No, but other than that, even with all of that, what makes this Marine or this man
The judge, jury, and executioner?
judge, jury, and executioner, literally? No, you can't.
Don't try that. That one can't fly out. Boy, there's no there where I'm not reminded the leaps and bounds that racists would go through to justify nonsense.
The thing for me is I don't even know if this is a.
I'm talking about the literal racist people that was online, literally doing the most as them, doing the most. They were putting videos out there of people who wasn't even this man. And saying, see, that's why he had to dead. And more of y'all should.
Okay, well, yeah. But anyway, I knew that.
That's a wild place.
And that is why I was talking to somebody about this particular thing, and I was like, look, I ain't stressing because I cannot see a way where this man isn't at least charged. He's going to be at least charged. Now, what happens after that is up to that is where I get a little more.
Yeah.
Apprehensive about whether he gets convicted or what the nature, right?
Well, let me tell y'all what he was charged with. Prosecutors from the Manhattan District Attorney's Office have announced they plan to bring criminal charges against a United States Marine veteran who placed a homeless subway passenger in a deadly chokehold, sparking widespread outrage. We can confirm that Daniel Penny will be arrested on a charge of manslaughter in the second degree. We cannot provide any additional information until he has been arrested in Manhattan Criminal Court, which we expect to take place today. They said tomorrow, but that would be today. The announcement comes after the death of a 30-year-old Jordan Neely on May 1st, which prompted a nationwide debate about violence against people experiencing homelessness, as well as the social services available to him.
This is it for me, Jade.
And the lawyer keep putting out statements. I want to box the lawyer in short, but I understand he's doing his job.
But this is the thing for me, Jade. What this signals for me is how we are able to totally ignore the humanity in people based on how we value them.
That's it, you know?
What is it? What is it that? You're talking about what happened afterwards that was so shocking to you, and yeah, that is terrible, right? But what was shocking to me is that all these people stood there with their phones and videotaped this man getting killed.
Angles and so
not one person said, yo, my boy, like he out already, you know, like.
No, they did, but they didn't. They said it, but they didn't act on it. Like they saying, okay, well, let him go and is one thing, but like.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Okay,
If that had happened on another train, right? In another part of town, they might have eat up here.
Bye. Quick too.
They might have eat up here.
Quick too.
The video would look different. And that's me just saying that based on a hope that would have been the case.
Yeah.
But what this says to me is that there are persons among us who we literally just don't care about.
No, we don't see them as human. We don't care what happens to them.
We don't care about them. We don't care.
If you have a mental issue, if you're homeless, they see you as less than. They see you as
you're poor.
You're not important.
You seem different, like you're social outcast.
Yeah,
your life seems to matter and be valued less than others, and this whole scenario just totally highlights that for me.
Yeah, easily.
And it does make me feel mystic, I tell you, because I just got to really look at myself to ensure that, like, I just to ask myself, like, if I fall into this category where I'm incapable of recognizing the humanity in people simply because of their socio-economic or mental status, like it's crazy.
I hope not. I hope I never have to feel
it's crazy.
That way.
I mean, the only thing one of the things that gives me hope is that I've been in positions where I have acted. I think part of me, something inside me, I have that kind of, I don't like seeing the underdog, like, I don't like seeing the underdog get thing, like.
You don't like bullies?
I don't like bullies, I don't like seeing the underdog thing, I don't like seeing people who are not in a position to help or defend or represent themselves be taken advantage of. Like, it don't sit well with me, and I've been in positions where I've acted, right? So, that gives me a little hope. That me totally dead on the inside.
No. You got a little back in this.
But, I mean,
people,
these things.
It's insane, Azem. It's insane, man.
Like, and tell you something, even like sometimes people come and ask you for a little dollar and thing. Like, like sometimes the first thought to your mind is, why you didn't take this money to go do? Right? But I see that as one of the reasons why, it happened to us yesterday. It's yesterday or the day before yesterday? Day before yesterday, dude come up, I'm walking out to the supermarket, dude come and ask if I got any change. And one of the reasons why I still give some of these people the change, right, is because I know if they were dressed better and they asked me for $2, I wasn't give them.
Yeah.
Whatever you do with the $2 after that, or the $3 or whatever it is on you, right?
Yeah.
It's on you. If somebody come and say like, hey, I want something to eat or whatever, if I'm in a position where I can, I generally would say like, what you want? And I'll just get the food, right? As opposed to like giving them some money or whatever. But sometimes somebody asks you for $2, and like I know if you're somebody in a suit and I tell you, say, hey bro, like me $2 there, they wouldn't even hesitate.
No, you just give them.
So somebody who obviously
need it
down on the luck, and there's difference between these people who literally just make it a job to go and beg. Like them people there, I don't operate the same way. But there's this young man in Nevis. Every day the man asking for money he just need $2 more to get to St. Kitts. Every day.
St. Kitts is so expensive.
But every day he got the same one hustle.
That's what I tell you, it's so expensive.
Somebody tell me what the fellow their name. Since sometimes me be around there by the square, sometimes me be down by the thing. I be like, bro, you asked me this the last 3 times I was in Nevis.
Hey, reached the $60 yet? Round trip.
Alright.
No man, you overdo it.
I mean, and no, because look, the other thing too, if I know you to be in a place, and that's the good thing about being in a small country like this, sometimes you learn people hustle. Like there's some people like I watching these man like every day harassing the little school girl them on the side of the road, and then gonna come ask me for $5. I say, bro, you got Nike. I don't even own a pair of Dunks. You got some Nike SB Dunks.
Which one them there be? I don't even know which one is SB Dunks.
Oh, them is the Nike lot top ones, but more popular right now. The man got Dunks and ask me for
little $5.
But he ain't hesitating to go trouble the school girl. I said, but I just see you troubling the school girl maybe afternoon here.
Yeah, but
I got the heart to come ask him about if I got $5.
You better go up my face immediately.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's some people that like you could tell they don't on the luck. I mean, who knows what they're gonna do with the money? But I know personally, I know that if I don't give you the money, it's because I'm judging you based on your parents, and I don't like doing that.
No, you shouldn't.
I don't like doing that. But we really got to look at ourselves first and recognize, hey, are we ignoring people among us who need our attention?
Yeah.
2, what does that attention look like? Is it that we need to provide more social safety nets, more avenues for these people to get help? And 2,
no, you said 2.
and 3, sorry, is it that, well, after we figure out what it is that we need to do, we need to also recognize that these people are just as human as us, like just the human. So stop looking at them like some basket case and
subhuman.
Man, we got to do better. We got to do better. But that was the thing about this whole scenario that just down to the police, down to everything. The man kill a man, you bring him in and let him go.
Yeah.
He take social media.
You were shouting after you on the platform, yeah, man. That's understandable.
That's what they said. They said the man was being loud.
And all the man says is that he hungry and he fed up. Well, how much of us they said that daily? How much of us they say we hungry and fed up? daily as him.
It is how he viewed the gentleman.
That's it. He saw him as subhuman. He black. He out here begging or whatever he feel like he doing.
Bear in
He
mind.
being a nuisance because he in the space they're in. Let me choke him out. Let me just choke him off. Like what?
Bear in mind, this is not me not recognizing that this gentleman himself might have been dealing with whatever he dealing with. I'll tell you this. He's a military veteran who knows what PTSD he dealing with as well, right? Loud noises, people shouting, people whatever. That's one. Two.
Not somebody sending me a picture of the SB dunks. Oh, these are nice. Oh.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Yeah. Oh, they got a new pair of dunks just come, but they done sold up. I was like, Anyway. So.
Yeah, that man might have had a flashback to Afghanistan or wherever he was.
Yeah, so that is thing. However, you still did the deed.
Yeah.
You have to at least be charged.
Consequences to your actions.
You have to be. There must be consequences.
There has to be. Because that would mean that I could just get up today and tell the police, oh, I had a flashback to something in my childhood and I kill off somebody.
America has this kind of love-hate relationship with its veterans, right? Where they treat the veterans terrible until two things. This is what I've recognized. If you're at least observed to be a normal, what we call normal functioning member of society, and you're able-bodied, America does salute you as a veteran and everybody does jump down, like act like you walk and ear. From the time you are struggling or you're disabled, especially if it's as a result of the thing, you get discarded.
Yes, salt, boy.
You get discarded.
Imagine saying me go fight a war for you and now I come back with injuries and trauma. You deem me as less than. And people willingly signing up to be military veterans, military all the time. I do not get it.
Yeah, you get it, man, because a lot of times when people start looking at the options, especially options to earn and things, then that's one of the, again, low barrier to entry, low entry barrier.
My only option is to legally be able to go to other people's country and kill them.
Jade, we have heard
vibes.
No, let me tell you something, right? Oh my God, every day they trigger me.
Sorry, friend. And I have a bunch. Jade has a bunch at soon, so.
Okay.
Let's get you your trigger. Let's work through it, friend.
So, the thing for me is like, a lot of times people just convince themselves of these things. Like, if I tell you one of the things that a young lady told me recently as this is the only thing that she could do to make a little extra money. And I'm just like, I know that within yourself you believe that.
Was it selling body bags?
No. Well, in my mind it is.
Okay.
But in her mind it's not.
Okay.
But the point is, it's sad when people feel like they only have one or two options or whatever, but at the same time, generally that's not the case.
No. Generally
that's not the case. But the point is, with this guy and his situation, where it might be a little sympathetic is when I'm in situations, I also recognize that I am bringing me to the situation. So one day, somebody could walk up and step on your brand new SB Dunks, and they'd be like, yo, what can I do with your boss? The next day, after you wake up late, ain't eat nothing, your mother just done stress you out, your child mother and your case about money, your boss done telling you that you ain't getting the hours that you wanted to, and the day you wanted for vacation, you can't get it. The same person comes step on your SB Dunks, big fighting tongue.
Automatic face boss.
You understand?
And that's your 30th reason that's the last straw.
So we bring ourselves. So who knows what he was dealing with or whatever. But none of that matters.
No, it matters, man. You got to be locked up.
The police in that situation,
they're dead wrong.
Me, you understand? I don't understand what he could have said in that interview to let him go.
Right? If those colors were reversed, they'll lock up the man. If a black man choke out a man. Yeah, that goes without saying. But I think in this case there are several other things. I think one, it's who he was from a social standpoint. For both of them. So him being somebody who is seen as probably on the street, homeless, whatever. Him being a military vet.
I think those dynamics played a big part in it. But the police, I think they really need to look at the police and the response to
That's
this.
crazy. Oh, you can tell me that you just...
Hey, but yeah, just kill a man. Why? Why the man was shouting on the platform? For real? But sorry about that, man. All right. Take care.
What?
Crazy.
Boy, I tell you, every day we stress father and father from the Lord, by every single day. Anyway, speaking of straying from, we gotta go.
We gotta leave, we gotta go, we gotta disembark, we gotta disappear. Guys, it's been a pleasure hanging up with you guys today.
Always is.
Hey, you know, I need to big up the regulars, the people who are here daily, and just make it such a cool place to hang out.
Yeah.
You know, talking to the we getting this stuff organized so we could see so we're able to see the comments live here.
Real time.
Yeah.
We're also getting our phone lines back up so we could hear your voices again.
Yeah. So lots of new developments happening.
Indeed.
And we're quite excited about those things.
Once again, guys, remember to like and share and subscribe and tell your friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend that we're here.
Indeed. And of course, it would be remiss of me to not give a special shout out to all of the mothers as we go into Mother's Day this weekend, well, on Sunday. I'm reminding everybody, like, figure out what you're doing for your mother today. Don't bother wait till Sunday to try to see what's going on.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, sometimes people just don't remember it's Mother's Day.
True.
I've been in that boat there. But yeah, guys.
And treat your child mother nicely. Don't argue with her on Mother's Day.
Me, you know what she's trying to say about?
No, not mine. I don't have them problems, you know. But I know there's people that do. I don't have no kind of...
I don't know about that.
I don't have no parenting problems.
What I'm saying is that mothers, by the virtue of the magic of giving birth, need to be celebrated and respected. And Sunday is just a day when we're focusing on that. And
Indeed.
so, you know, big ups to all the mummies.
The mummies.
Big up to all the mothers, not just the biological ones, the ones that function
The
in those
aunties.
in those roles. Me talking
The
about them.
god
Me
mummies.
talking about the godmother them later. Some of them
Why
don't.
they function in that way?
No, they don't.
Hello?
There's people who ain't none of them two things here that does function as mummies.
Yeah, but that's fine. But we could pick them up too.
Maybe not the godmother on the
Why?
Mother's Day.
So if the child's mother passes away and the godmother has to step in.
Well, then you function as a mother. What I'm saying is just be kind in. Some people just be kind in godmother.
No, maybe them.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said the people that function in their motherly roles, whether or not you gave birth or not, we're bigging up y'all.
Okay.
We're bigging up y'all, big time, right?
Got you.
Because the role that the mothers play, I think, is invaluable, and there's nothing that you could do to ever replace that or repay it.
I agree.
And we all ain't perfect,
No.
but
we try.
we all here because of a mother.
Yes.
We all here because of a mother. So
that is a fact.
yeah, show maximum respect not only to your mother but the mothers in your life, the ones close to you, and yeah, happy
Enjoy.
Mother's Day when
Yeah.
it comes.
There's lots of places to go. There's lots of things to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you gotta tell me some of these things.
Yeah, man.
But guys, I appreciate you so much again for being here. And yeah, please remember, spend more time living your content than posting it. And you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. See you guys on Monday.